How's it going? My name is Chris, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the iPhone 4. As you can see, um, it's a little bit thinner than the previous iPhone 4s, or the other previous iPhones. Also, if you notice the metal band around it, the antenna. From what I understand, there is a little bit of a issue with it as far as when you hold the phone a certain way, like if you hold it full hands, your bars will start to dissipate and you basically lose signal. But as you can see, I'm left-handed, so other than that, as you can see, I'm not losing any signal. Generally, from what I see, I've seen a lot of people who hold it from the videos, they're holding it in their right hand, and or I'm sorry, they're holding it in their other hand, and it tends to lose a lot of signal. I guess signal degradation. From what I understand, it's something to do with like the left hand corner or something like that. If you expose that, if you hold that, it like something to do with loses the signal and whatnot. But so far, I haven't had that issue at all. As you can see, it looks exactly like the 4.0 update. With the exception of, if you notice, the front-facing camera, which is a standard VGA, and the rear is a 5 megapixel with LED flash, as you can notice. Notice the back, how glossy it is. It's actually kind of a glassy look, but it's pretty durable. It's pretty light. It's a little bit lighter than the 3G and the 3GS, but it packs a lot. One of the main features that everyone's been talking about is FaceTime, which is, as you can see, front-facing camera. Basically, this allows you to think of it as video calling. Think of it as Skype for your iPhone. It allows two-way calling, but strictly only for i4 users only, and it is strictly only Wi-Fi limited right now. I'm not sure if they're going to come up with any way of changing that, but when they do, I'll keep you updated on that. One of the cool things about FaceTime is, as you can see, you probably can't see it here, but up in the corner, it allows you to flip from the front to the rear camera, and you have what is known as the auto. Basically, you have an auto flash button. You just press it, and it kind of gives you a selection of either doing it on, off, or auto. I just leave it on auto, and as you can see, that button, you just reverse, and it switches it back. The only bad thing about it is that it does not allow you to, when you're recording, you cannot switch between views. So whichever way you're recording is the way it's going to be sent out when you record it. Another cool feature is, of course, the categories, little folders. It's going to have all the same standards. Of course, it does allow you to add your own wallpaper, as you can see here. Web browsing is a lot faster on the 4 than it is on the 3GS. I'm gonna have to actually take it off of my Wi-Fi for a second just to show you just how fast. Actually, the apps load a lot faster also as well on the 4 than they do on the 3GS. Notice it actually has a nice flow to it. Actually, let me see if I can find Safari. Actually, we'll use Opera. Actually, it's got a nice little flow to it. Actually, everything is just really nice edge-to-edge display. The fact that you can record in HD is pretty cool. As you can see, I'm using Opera. It loads a lot faster than it does for the 3GS, depending on Yeah, see. Of course, I just reinstalled my OS because I was having difficulties. It kept on crashing my apps. And basically, if you have that issue, what you would have to do is you have to uninstall, or you have to basically restore your iPhone back to its normal factory settings. Basically, that means that if you already updated to iOS 4, then you're gonna basically do a complete, basically this is a complete restore, and do not restore with your previous restore. Just restore it back to its factory settings. When you're done, then you can restore it back to your backups, and that'll keep the phone from crashing. It's actually happened to me a lot of times. I couldn't figure out why I couldn't connect to anything, why I couldn't connect via 3G, or why I couldn't connect to get any data of any type. It was because it was the operating system, and I'm not sure if Apple is going to fix that, or actually if they actually need to, because I haven't had a problem with it since I did the restore. Here's Safari. Actually, it loads a lot faster. As you can see. So, actually, all in all, it's not bad. It's a really, they piece it really great together. Another thing that everyone's talking about is the YouTube. Actually, YouTube looks a lot better on this than it does on the standard 3G and the 3GS, because you have a higher resolution screen, which makes everything a lot smoother. Actually got here we go. Gonna find one. You can't really appreciate it by just looking at it from another recording, but I can guarantee you that this looks a lot better on the i4 than it does on either the 3G or the 3GS. A lot better. So if you're not sure about getting an iPhone 4, or you have your reserves, um, there really isn't um, any specific reason not to get it. Like I said, it's a great phone. It it has its flaws, such as the antenna issue as far as connecting, but other than that, Apple really did put this phone together rather nicely. The categories, the OS is neat and clean, and the FaceTime itself is definitely worth just the phone alone itself. But it's a lot faster than the 3GS, and takes a lot better pictures, considering that it's about a 2 megapixel upgrade from the 3GS. So that's pretty much my review on i4 as far as my take on it. Actually, it's a nice phone, built really solid. It's definitely worth the money. You should definitely check it out. Consider it among other phones. If you're considering an iPhone, I would consider getting this one.